International Workers' Day 2021. It's really very much thankful for the people who are working hard to build the country as well as the world into get more progress in its own way. I wish to condolence my deep-hearted things for the people who are victimized for the COVID-19 for the last year. The situation is very worse, but we can able to contribute better according to the commitment and the foreseeing with the risks and prepare some control measures. So today is the day we need to worship and we need to thank for the people who are supporting the world to progress on its own way. I wish to thank Mr. Arulji, who has started with the Dignity Award. It is very, very important for each and everyone to have some thought process in that. And Dr. Aloysius from Canada, who is the Vice President for Kibos International Health Foundation, and he has agreed to come and deliver the eminent speech. I have to thank for his visionary speech. Very much thankful for that. So I would like to start from my slides because the picture can give you more understanding than my speech. So the way the world is now progressing and moving forward for the people who want to achieve the great things. Every day we are expecting for us, how do we able to uh, get through with these kind of things and making ourselves for the great day for the people who wanted to aspirate well and accomplish well. There are a lot of opportunities available with us. There are a lot of challenges also coming to hit on our ways. Taking the ownership responsibilities. There are many people who are not knowing about that, but few people who knows about that are successful in their life because we are having the pathways very confused. It is diverging. It is having some kind of conflicts with the surrounding people or surrounding situations like COVID-19 also making the same way for many governments who cannot able to execute good governance to safeguard their people. But still they are working together with the right people who can able to help them to come out from the problem. So the taking the ownership responsibility, just I want to cover a little bit for your better understanding and practice. Myself, Dr. B. Ramanathan, I am the founder and managing director of ACE International Private Limited. ACE defines Aspire Community Excellence. And international, we are globalized personalities. We are looking for the globalized environment to do the right thing for right people. There is a funny way. I just want to start. The reason I never made buckets of money for the company because nobody ever gave me a bucket. These are the scenario we could see. There are people who are complaining about the situation. They don't have the proper accomplishments or proper environment or proper guidelines. So these are all the people being along with us and the leadership experience I have because I have 13 people who are following me on Twitter. There are many people, they have thousands of people they are following in the social media or any other manner. But we need to think about that. How do we able to engage them or eliminate them from our circle? That's the important thing. We have to go with the right people in the right condition that is making us to progress well. Taking the ownership is very simple. You have to build your own kind of ownership mentality with the trust, strong belief, and confidence that you are making on the people who want to support you in all your endeavors and making the delivery in the right time for the right conditions. Because without that, you cannot able to eliminate anything for the people who want to procure from you in the condition of need. We have to own certain things. These are all the jargons about the people who wants to think. How do they able to strategize their life policies or action plans or goal sets to design or accountability? how do they able to accomplish the contributions for making the successful life. We have to foresee our results, but we need to make a better plan and preparing all the values which are making us to progress well. And we have to monitor for the conditions. And if any changes or any requirements, we must need to endorse at the right time or the periodical manner. How do we take the ownership? It starts from us. It starts with you. So we must need to admire the values. How do we these kind of capacity we can able to build for the people about the conditions, the risks or the control measures which are formulating the teamwork to adapt well and achieve well. That is the way we have to grow further and making the progress into the successful scenario. We need to find out some right partners, right collaborators. That is also a kind of strategical point of view. We must need to endorse our action plans the correct way, which is going to support us for achieving the great thing. What are the benefits when you are talking about the conditions of taking ownership? Your employees and colleagues are very happy and they will support you for all your endeavors, how to achieve the great thing. If you are having the passion, your employees will be very loyal to you. So taking your ownership, making the people follow you on everyday basis, the customers also feeling very happy when you are having the strong personality of the team which are working for you. You can communicate your better ideas or any policies in a right point of view, that is making the people to understand they are believing on the statement or they are believing on your tips and advice. That is the way you have to make the world that is more trustful for each and everyone surrounding you. The team success is nothing but it is taking an ownership attitude. When you are taking your ownership, that is the role and response, commitments and contributions, definitely it will support you to lead further and further. Why is life doing this kind of way to me? Because I am getting always failure. How do we define if you are having the failure when encompassed for you? But there are people who are telling, I'm 100% responsible for my state, for my contributions, for my commitments, for my practice. So that is the way taking the personal responsibility may transform the person towards success. There are several ways if you are taking your responsibility for your life. You must need to own your thoughts, feelings, and communications, or words and actions, the practice. Stop blaming and complaining about others. That is a way of positive mindset, positive attitude we need to develop on our own. Refuse to take anything personal. That is very, very important. If you are taking into personal, you may end up with failures because you cannot come out with your bad thinking or some kind of negative emotions. Live in the present moment. That is the price for us. If you don't come out from the past or dreaming for the future but not looking into the present, you are not successful and you are not going to achieve the great thing. So the presence is the present. Use the power of intention because the power, the inner belief, the self-esteem, self-motivated performance, self confident. That is all important to gear up the power source for each and everyone. Make yourself balanced, feel calm and confident on the happenings. Look for the good people surrounding in your place. That is the good attitude to develop the responsibilities. I just want to mention few roles, the general manager or any other people for your better understanding. General manager responsibilities are sandwich kind of thing. They have to answer for the superior in the boardroom and they have to execute the work from the aligned people, the executive people or administrative people or technical teams. So they have to oversee the regular operations. They have to commit themselves to plan for certain strategy which are going to influence in the team, and they have to pursue the target oriented goals to achieve every day. These are all the commitments and accomplishments from the manager. When the supervisor responsibility is still far risky than the manager because they have to deal with the execution team. They have to responsible for the workflow, management of the issues, management of the operational things, arranging the the materials or any project oriented time they have to monitor and they have to engage it in the proper way. If they don't comply to the roles and responsibilities, the works may not get progress. So we need to endorse the admiration for the community who are working in the real time scenario. Leading the organization is the biggest task as of now because there are so many competitions, so many ways the people are expecting. How do they able to uplift the chance for leading the organization into the next level or upscaling the organization into the next level? When we start from the self leadership and guiding the team for the betterment or leading with the other stakeholders who are supporting in different sections or sectors, and how do you able to engage the people for your company, that is the managerial capacity and the functions in the boardroom or decision making or any kind of investment forum who are supporting for the organization. That is the way we have to tailor make for the organization to lead further in the society. When compared to the management, the managing people with the leadership quality or leadership team, there are several ways the roles and response are different. Leaders are setting the goals and vision, as Dr. Aloysius mentioned correctly. They have to create more ideas, valuable ideas for the team, valuable ideas for the group, and they have to look for the futuristic aspects. They have to leverage all the culture and building the team or procuring the source and resource in the right manner for the organization to scale up further and further far beyond. But the managers who follow the vision, who execute the conditions as of now, and they have to make the confirmation whether the things are moving correct. Is there any adequate response or adequate changes required? They have to report for both the teams from the ground level to the boardroom level. That is the way they are working in a sandwich manner. They have to ensure the success, whether the progress is going on in the right way. The workforce are committing and contributing with the condition of the managerial capacity who are managing the team. So that is the endorsement for the good culture. They are vouching for that. When you are carrying out your task, as of now, it is the multiple task oriented conditions because one single person cannot commit to do a single work. They have to engage different kind of way in personal way as well as the workforce or workplace capacity. So we need to think the time management is very essential for doing the great work. You have to ensure your tasks are getting completed on the right time. You have to prepare your to-do list on everyday basis. You have to prioritize your work. That is giving more success for many people. You have to think for the management on your project commitment or contributions well in advance. The plans and goals are setting earlier is very, very useful for you and you can achieve the great thing on your way. When you are understanding about your behaviors, the task completing competency skills you have to develop. If you don't develop these kind of behaviors, you cannot able to finish your task in the right time. So the task recognition and task completions are the process. When you are progressing the right way, you will be happy and you can make the surrounding also happy. That is the ensurement you must need to endorse for your commitments and the contributions when you are facing any task to complete in order. Just for the closing closing things, global leadership is also very demandable and very much required as of now because the COVID-19 had changed a lot from the normal life towards the risky life. So we need to grow our circle with the B. We means our contributions, our commitments, our betterments. So today, the day, International Workers' Day, make us to come in contact and in making the communications through this forum. We have to prepare ourselves for leading strategic aspects of the position, managing the working with others to get the positive results or expected results, carrying out the task, that is the doing kind of way. When you are seeing the differences in the surrounding, you have to prepare your cultural activity, which are going to support a lot. Closing the gap, when you are finding the gap in between your task, you have to work on that, how to close it. If you are not able to do that, you have to procure the help from surrounding people. Opening the system, expand the ownership kind of mentality, that is developing the futuristic way how to lead further. Preserving the balance. Work-life balance are very, very important. If you adapt and add value for your performance value, then you can create more achievements or get greater heights. That is the way you have to value your time and value your commitments and contributions. Establishing your own solutions, that is very important. When you are having the influencing kind of attitude, you can able to break up the boundaries, and you can able to collaborate with many people with the problem solving solutions which are helpful for the team to leverage further. So with these words, I just want to conclude that taking ownership and responsibility is equal to the business excellence. It is not only for the organization, also for your personal business expectations. So when you are doing the right strategies and the right people, right team on right time, you will achieve a greater, and your progress would be very much appreciable with other people. So the business excellence would be achieving the great thing for you, and you can able to engage your futuristic life very successful. Just I want to mention, we start from a scratch about the International Workers Day 2021 with providing some kind of award and a recognition for the people who have contributed well for the community and the society through their extraordinary services. So we want to appreciate to them to recognize for their commitments and contributions should be recognized with these kind of forums, Global Kantar Award 2021. And I have to thank the supporting team from Kibos International Health Foundation and the Guild of International Speakers and Trainers, Singapore, and the organizing group, EduForm International Academy, along with YES International Private Limited Singapore, and the YouTube channel JAHAN-E. Thank you so much for your excellent work and response to attend this program. I wish to thank all the dignitaries who have come forward for applying the award and also taking the responsibility to deliver a fantastic talk today. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Halima.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. It was fabulous presentation, and especially I am in love with your PPTs. These are so beautiful, so good. I can't resist myself. I wish that if I could prepare such type of beautiful PPTs someday with full of information and with full of suggestions and advices to be successful in life. Thank you very much. So now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Ram.